Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am student from Hilal Composite PU College. I am going to explain Business Studies 5th chapter Organizing. Next. Organization structure. Organization structure is the framework within which managerial and operating tasks will perform. It is a framework in which managerial related to manager and management and operating tasks based on tasks it will perform. It is a relationship between people and their work and resources. Next. In organization structure, span of management is the important span of management. A number of subordinates working under one superior. For example, in a cricketer team, captain is the head of and he guides all his players what to do and how is to be performed. Next. Organization, types of organization structure. There are two types of organization structure: functional structure and divisional structure. Functional structure, grouping of tasks based on jobs and performance. It will perform different groups to perform one specific job and mainly focus on that. For example, advantages of functional structure. Organization specialization, promote control and coordination with each department, increase managerial and operational efficiency, easy and effective training, leads to minimum duplication efforts due to attention to different departments. Organization specialization. Since in functional structure only one department will different department will perform, so on organizational specialization on one function will perform specialized in the work. For example, production department will perform the production, and sales department will perform on sales, and next promotes control and coordination with each department. Since the departments are different, so will be promote coordination with each department. Production department will directly connect with sales department will directly connect with finance department. Next, increase managerial and operational efficiency. Since different functions are there, so it will increase the manager's ability and cost will be minimum, so it will easy to achieve organizational goals. Easy and effective training will be easy, so it will specialize in a specific work. Next, leads to minimum duplication efforts. If organizing is predetermining what will be the advantage and the limitation of a specific work, so it leads to duplication of work. Due to attention to different department, it will give more attention to their department. Sales department will not go to production department will not go to finance department. Next, we will see the limitations or disadvantages of functional structure. Places less to overall organization, problem of coordination, inflexibility, conflict of interest, difficult to fit, accountability. First, we will see places less to overall organization. Since functions are different functions are there. Production management will mainly focus only on production. Sales department only focus on sales department, and next finance department will mainly focus on finance department. Production department is aimed to more products, is aimed to produce more products. Sales department to sell it, and marketing department is to market the products. Next, problems of coordination. Since departments are different, it will mainly conflict more problems to it. Next, inflexibility. Since it will arise more conflicts, and for example, production management and production department, sales department and finance department. Production department will say if production is not there, what will be the organization? So it will conflict more. It will conflict lack of interest. Next, conflict of interest. It will give mainly interest to in their specific work. For example, if production management department will not work the sales department. Next, difficult to fix accountability. departments are different, so it is difficult to fix accountability. Next we will see divisional structure. Divisional structure is based on products. For example, A company is the head, and it will produce 3 or more products. For example, cosmetics, garments and footwear. And in cosmetics, different are there. For example, marketing is different, salesman is different, finance is different, and same in for footwear and garments. Next we will see advantages of functional structure. Product specifications. Since products will be produced by different departments in your company, so in the process all be the product specialization. Next, fast decision making. It will departments are different, so it will not keep on discussing with each department. For example, cosmetic will not discuss with the garment department will not discuss with the footwear. It will directly connected to the CEO. It promotes flexibility and initiative. Garment group will not wait for footwear. If garment production is more, footwear production is less, it will not affect it that. It take an initiative to start its own work. Next, expansion and growth. Since products are different, so it will be more easy to expansion and growth. Next, advantages of divisional structure. More resources are required. Product focus on department, conflict, increase in cost. Products are different, so more resources will be required. For example, for cosmetics also resources we want. For footwear also resources we want. For garments also resources it want. So it will be more resources required in divisional structure. Product focus on department. If garment only focus on garment, and next footwear only focus on related to footwear management, everything related to footwear. Next, conflict. It will conflict more. If garment department is working more and cosmetic is not at all working, so it will be conflict and affect it. Increase in cost. Since resources is more, so cost will be increased. Let me see difference between functional and divisional structure. Formation. It is based on function form. It is formed on, I have said, it is formed on based on functions. Next, it is based on product. Different products. For example, garment, cosmetics. Next, specialization. Functional specialization, product specialization. It will be the department specialization. In divisional structure, product will be specialized. Next, responsibility. Difficult to fix responsibility, easy to fix responsibility. In different departments are there, so will be very difficult to fix responsibility. But in there different departments are there, but it will focus on only one specific product, so it will easy to fix responsibility. Next, it is managerial. Managerial is nothing but related to manager or management. Difficult as each manager. For example, manager have to see all departments, but it is easy in managerial performance. For example, CEO will a specific company will produce four products, so it will be garments will be different. Garment safety will be different. Footwear managing director will be different. Next, development. Specializes in one function. It will specialize in one function. For example, production department will be specialized in that, sales department will be specialized in that, and marketing department will be specialized in that. Next, multifunction. It created to multifunctions. Cost. Economical and as no duplication of work. It is economical. Only production related to only production we have to use, and only sales we have to sales only use. But in divisional structure, costly due to duplication of function. If cosmetics, cosmetics, garment, footwear, in specific time we have to pick specific. Coordination. Difficult as multi-product. Because coordination is different in functional structure, because different departments departments are there, it will conflict to here. For example, production departments aim to only only on producing products. On sales department only focus on sales of the product, and marketing department only focus on the marketing. But three will concentrate on their specific work. No one is there to think about organizational objective. Because all functions related to a particular product are integrated in one. It is coordination is easy because footwear will be decided another here. Managing director, HR will be different, and in garments everyone is different. Next we will see organizational chart showing functional and divisional structure. Managing director, known as MD. Cosmetic, garment, footwear, skincare. It is known as divisional structure. Human resource, marketing, research and development, purchasing. It is known as functional structure. Divisional structure. It will focus on only specific product. Cosmetic, garment, footwear and skincare. On cosmetic we will only produce cosmetic. Not we will go to garments. In garments only produce footwear. We will not related or give importance to cosmetic, footwear or skincare. And next, in functional structure, human resource, marketing, research and development, purchasing. Different departments are there. Human resources only human resources, HR. It is work only. It is department where we can hire the employees. Marketing. It is to promote company's product. Research and development. It is to how they will be the next situation, how we can produce these things, and we will research and development. Purchasing department to purchase raw materials from the outside. Next, organization you have no. Organization is known as company. Organization refers to a collection of people who are working towards a common goal or objective. There are two types of organization: formal organization, informal organization. Formal organization. Formal organization is well defined, where head of the company will create rules and regulations for all. It will perform only specific function in that. If CEO only head of the company, who will execute all over the company subordinates. Next, advantage. Features of formal organization. The formal organization is created by intentionally by the process of organizing. Since organizing is the main function of management, the formal organization structure is created in the intention of process of organizing. Organizing is the process of defining, grouping activities and establishing authority relationship among all. Well-defined rules and regulations. It will be created, or rules and regulation created will be the CEO or head of the company. It leads to specialized in that. Determining objective and policies. All objectives, all related to everything, marketing, production, sales, everything will be focused by the head of the company. Limitation on the activities of an individual. For example, operational level cannot express her ideas to the head of the company. Messages are communicated to scholarship. For example, in scholarship, CEO will tell to the middle level management will be the operational level management. It will follow from top to bottom, not bottom to top. Next we will see advantages of formal organization. Systematic working. Formal organization structure results in systematic and smooth function of an organization. Since formal organization will be created by the CEO or head of the company, it will systematic working. He will decide what will be the next step, what will be the next. Production will be go on, or sales will be go on, or how will be the Next step we have to take. Next, achievement of organizational goal. Since it will be the informal organization, achievement of organizational structure only it will be decide only the top level management, so it will mainly focus on organizational objective. He have no interest on low level management, no overlapping of work, since it will decide on the procedures, rules and regulations and specialize, so no overlapping of work. Next, disadvantages of formal organization. Fixation of responsibility. It will fix responsibility to a specific person. For example, CEO will fix the HR to hire the employees, and MD to see all the it, and sales manager to related to sales to work it, and fix it will mainly fix on the responsibility. Clarity of duties. It head of the company will clarify his duties. HR, for example, HR will be only hiring the companies, and sales only related to sales, and marketing only related to marketing. Unity of command. There is a unity of command as formal organization make more use of official channels and command and communication. Unity of command. It will be more unity of command in the top level management. Next. Informal organization. Informal organization is a structure which will be not created by top level management. It will be a general which will be a specific person. Top level management can be decided. It is impersonal. Middle level management can be decided, and low level management can be decided. It will be mainly focused on individual interests, not CEO, not related to any formal, not related to any organizational objective, not related to profit. It is for general interest. It is for our satisfaction. Next. For example, chit chatting, going in lunch break. In lunch break, going a cup of tea or coffee, anyone. Features of informal organization. An informal organization originates within which the formal organization as a result of personal interaction among employees. I have clearly mentioned that personal interaction of employees, but only he have to focus on personal, not will be the organizational profit like that. It has written rules and procedures. It has no written and rules or procedures. It will be not followed by the rules. It will be on the spot deciding what will be do next. Independent channels of communication, not top level management. Scholar chain will be not produced. Top level management not tell to middle level management not tell to operational level management. Any management, any channel can communicate in their independent interest. It has no space on organization chart. We have shown that organization chart will be next, will be divisional structure and functional structure. It has no, but it is mainly personal. Our personal interest will be the next step in informal organization. Advantages of informal organization: fast communication. So scholar chain will be not there. So communication will be fast. We will sit, we will discuss, we will think. On the spot planning is known as fast communication. Fulfilling social needs. For example, a company employee wants to go for way, a cup of tea, wants to relax. It is not will be the we were going to and telling to top level management or CEO or EMD we want to rest. Nothing. He will take 5 minutes wait like that. Correct feedback for informal organization. Different people are there. They can give feedback. It will not affect to the top level or middle level management. Next. Disadvantages of informal organization: spread rumors. For example, if one group is discussing, it will spread rumors. It will mainly conflict. If one group is specific topic, if one topic is started, everyone different words will come. No systematic working. Systematic working is not at all there. May bring negative results. For example, no rules, no procedure, no policies. It will mainly affect on negative results. For example, a group of employees went for a tea break. It will accident will go on. It will not affect top level management because top level management we have not decided that. Next. Let we will see difference between functional formal organization and informal organization. Meaning structure of authority relationship created by the management. In formal organization, structure and authority, what will be the given to the work for all the others. Formal order. In top level management will be decide, CEO or head of the company will decide what will be the next step for it. Next, in informal organization network of, I have clearly said that in informal organization a group of peoples will sit and decide. It will create it on the spot. Next, origin arise as result of company rules and policies. Origin not as work. How will it work? How it will be nature? Arise as result of company rules and policies. Since it will be designed, will be the head of the company, so it will be according to the company's rules and regulation. But in informal organization, rules and regulation, policy decision making, it will be not that. It will a group of people sit and they will decide. Authority arises by virtue of position in management. Arises authority. Authority will be given from the top level management. From top level management only the for example, top level management has authority to HR to hire the employees. And next, authority arises out of personal qualities. Only the personal qualities, personal interest only, it will be work, behavior. It is direct by the rules. Formal organization direct by the rules and procedures. It has an specific work. It will be advantage or disadvantage for the company. First, the company's head will be think. In informal organization, set of no behavior. If in one group 4 or 5 members have to come, it will okay. No, it will not affect to others. He will not come, and if he don't want to come, will not force on it. Next, flow of communication. Communication take place through scholar chain. Flow of communication. Top level management decide first and tell to middle level management, production manager, sales manager, supervisor for extra. Next, middle level management will flow the communication to operational level management. In formal organization. In informal organization, anyone can take place. Or top level management can be decided, middle level management can be decided, or operational level can be decided. Nature, rigid means fixed. It will fix. It will not change. It is fixed. It is fixed to the formal organization. Flexible. It can change. Rules and policies and ideas, experiences, everything can change. Thank you. You have any doubt?